Hello. Can you guys hear me? I hope you do. I hope you can. Hello everyone. Hello Avito. Yolki, congrats on being first. Hello Nintendosh, welcome. So yeah, today we are going to do some game development. And we've been working on the Breakout game. And I can show you how this one turned out. Let's open the Breakout game. Good luck on the game dev. Thank you. I'm a little bit scared because I don't have like a plan on how to do stuff with River Raid, but we will try to take like one small step at a time. So that's the game. It's not called Breakout for copyright reasons. So yeah, that's basically a simple Breakout game. Took a while to make. Okay, Josh, thank you very much for the lurk. So yeah, and basically we've implemented like the basic version of the Breakout game. We have some score, we have some lives, and there are still some unfinished things in this one. Let's take a quick look. Like we've copied the objectives from the challenge, and we've basically added some sounds. Like we don't have sounds for every single thing that happens. Like we don't have game over sound or game start, but you know, it's all about learning, and just adding more sound effects in different places is basically the same. So I thought it would be nice to start something new. Like we have some stretch goals here, which are like optional. One is to like save the high score between play sessions. That's basically accessing the file system and saving the score into some file. Brick color variety and like narrow paddle when ceiling reached. So yeah, I might do it like offline in my free time, or maybe I will never do any of those because I thought there's not much to learn here, right? And I kind of just wanted to start something new. So yeah, the game number 3. We have some choice between Space Invader, Frogger, and River Raid. And I think Avito wanted to see the River Raid. So we will be making the River Raid. Things that you will learn: 2D sprite art, game music, particle effects. I suck at that part, and I don't know how to make music. So yeah, but I'm more interested in making like endless levels with checkpoints. Like if you take a look at how the actual game looks like, this might be a little bit loud, but I hope it's not too loud. So like every level starts with a bridge right there, and you destroy those choppers and ships, and you need to be careful about the fuel as well. And the bridge is also a checkpoint, so in theory when you die you should be put back at that checkpoint. record some drills and call it a Skrillex remix. Wait, do people still do what was it called? The genre. Wait, what was the genre that Skrillex were? Okay, so that's basically the whole game. So on the Atari, that was like procedurally generated, which is like very impressive for an Atari game. So yeah, like even the river can like split in two parts. Dubstep, yeah, that was dubstep. And for the sound effects, I found a nice little tool called BFXR, and you can basically create random sound effects. Like, for example, this is the coin sound effect. It's like hit or miss, but some of them sound really cool. Like they have that retro feeling. This is for shooting. This is for explosions. So yeah, you can easily create some sound effects like pew pew, right? Sounds pretty cool. You can also like manipulate all of that. And you can also randomize. Yeah. Yikes. So we might be using some of those. Okay. Okay, it's not looping. Nice. Step 3, make some art. I found some sprite sheet for the game. Where is it? Not this. It looks like that. So we might just use this one. I've seen a video on YouTube about like working on like graphics and sounds and all that stuff before you even have any game. It was basically a video about making something ugly first and then changing it to something. If the game actually works, then you might like start working on some beautiful art. So we will just use the original sprites, and we will hope that we will not get sued by Activision, which is basically Microsoft now. So we will just try to use that at first, and maybe I will replace that with something different. I think I would have to replace those sprites before we publish it anywhere. So yeah, just to be safe. Okay, this game is similar in mechanical scope to game number 2. Take the opportunity to focus on the game sprites. Try your hand at animating a moving sprite across multiple frames. If you're interested in composing your own soundtrack, then this is a great time to focus on that skill as well. Finally, this is a great chance to play with particle systems. Make some particle effects that you can play when things explode or when a frog is run over. So maybe we will try to tackle the particles. Like there is like a particle system in Godot. And I've never done anything with particles, so maybe particle effects will be something that we might tackle. We will basically be improvising. So yeah, River Raid used procedural generation to make its levels. The game used a fixed seed, meaning that every level was the same for all players. So it was like a random, but every time you start the game, the random things will be at the exact same spot for everyone. The game was designed and programmed by Karo Shaw, the first female game designer at Atari and one of the first worldwide. So that's basically our goals. Create an animated jet fighter. The screen will scroll vertically and the jet can move side to side. The player can accelerate or brake, which will change the vertical scrolling speed. Riverbanks. Like hitting the riverbank will kill the player. Divide the game into levels. Between levels, the river will narrow and there will be a bridge crossing it. Bridges act as checkpoints. The player must shoot the bridge. Colliding with it will kill the player. That's basically all we've seen here. Like, the river is varying in white. And yeah. Wait. Will this guy... Oh, this guy's died somewhere. Let's see if the checkpoints actually worked. Okay, seems like the checkpoints were actually putting you back at the last bridge. So yeah, this will be a fun little challenge to like generate the level. We might try to randomly generate the level with, let's say, with sprites, with some building blocks. And after you die, you will get sent back. And if you take a look at this, like this game has like endless scrolling. There wasn't like any pause between the levels. Like this is the next level, and you just shoot and you fly into the next level. This is very impressive for Atari game. Okay. Enemies, boat and helicopters will move back and forth across the river. This will also be something new that we've never done before. Jets will cross the entire screen. Colliding with enemy will kill the player. Fuel depots. Flying over this will replenish players' fuel reserves. The player can shoot and destroy fuel depots, but colliding with them doesn't kill the player. I think it works in a way that if you destroy the fuel depot, do you get more fuel? I think they are flying over it to get it. Yeah, if you destroy the fuel, you will not get extra fuel. You need to fly over it. UI and shooting. Okay, so we will start with the jet fighter. So yeah, let's start a new project. We might want to keep the previous one open. Maybe we will reuse some stuff. Okay, create. 20 games challenge. 03 River Raid. Okay, so we will start with something simple, which will be the plane. So I think I will start with some pre-built level, like just to have something to test. So yeah, we won't be touching any 3D stuff yet. And yeah, let's create I think it was character body moved by script. Okay, create plane or player plane, or maybe no, let's call it plane. I think there are also enemy planes which are like completely different. Okay, let's call it player plane. What are we missing? Node has no shape. Okay, let's add animated sprite. Spritessa. Sprites. Sprite frames resource must be created or set in sprite frames. Okay. So let me add the sprite sheet. This will also be the first time when I will work with sprite sheet. Just basically like putting every single image in one image on the grid and just using the part of that image. Okay. Graphics. Can you see the graphics for? There we go. Okay, then we paste this. Here is our sprite sheet. Okay. We can make the name a little bit shorter. PNG. Okay. Sprite PNG. Sprite frames. Can I just drag and drop it here? No. New sprite frames. How about now? E. Do I need to put it manually? Oh, can I use this? No. Wait, no, I think you added here. Add frames from sprite sheet. There we go. And I'm not sure if this has like proper grid, so we will see. Is it right? No. This might not have a proper grid. Wait, offset. Huh. Auto slice. No. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This is kinda okay. Maybe I will need to like manually work on each sprite. Yeah. Okay, we cannot have negative offsets. Is this fine? Kinda. Ah. This should be okay. Yeah, this looks about right for the plane. Yeah, okay. I hope this will remember those sizes. Default. Left, let's see. Okay, it does remember, so that's very nice. Left and right. So you can basically load one picture into memory and use it for many different things. Like, I'm not sure if this is like super necessary for a game that small, but you know. It's always nice to optimize some stuff. Do we need anything more for a plane? There's also a bullet, but bullet will not be a part of the plane. There's also explosion. I think this one is the exploding plane. So we might want to have this one as well. Okay. Something like this should be fine. Oh, can I drag it to a different animation? Boom. No. Left, right. Let's remove this one. Okay. I mean, it's still not animated per se, but basically if you want to have animations, you add more pictures here. And you set how many FPS that animation has. So we might use some animations for those explosions. Like there is like 2 frames animation for our exploding chopper or exploding ship. Okay. So this is our little plane. It's like literally very little. So let's use this animation as default. And we also should, okay, let's save the scene. Player plane. We don't want this to be so blurry. Rendering. Textures. There we go. Nearest meep map. Let's just use nearest. Wait, do we want to have the background though? Wait, can you set like which color is transparent? That would be great to have. Let me Google that. Photos, right? Or do I have to make like a transparent PNG? That would be some work. Choose transparent color. Can directly change the alpha channel value. No, that's not it. No. Don't worry about MIPMAP if you are not doing any scaling or 3D, but if you do, then just enable it. Okay, thank you, Acrostel. Also, welcome. Now I'm wondering if we can use the sprite sheets which look like this one and like treat the blue color as transparent. That would be great. Or do I need to edit that PNG and actually save it as transparent PNG? Canvas item. I know that some games use the sprites which has like neon pink background, and that neon pink is like treated as a transparent, for example. So I wonder if you can do the same here. Setting sprite transparency. Maybe I'm overcomplicating stuff already. Maybe we can just set the river color to blue. Godot transparent color. Oh. How could I set a specific color transparency with shaders on 3D? Oh, no, that's not what we want. Set single color to transparent. Oh boy, they are doing some shaders stuff. Is there no way to have it like to say Godot, okay, this color should be transparent? Maybe I'm thinking in like ancient ways. Okay, let's just, for now, let's just use this. And we can always like set the background of the game to this color. Okay, what else do we need? Collision shape, collision polygon. Okay. So let's add. How about we add some super complicated shape like capsule? There we go. That's like almost a circle. Should work fine, right? Okay. Okay, let's add a level scene. Also, should we stay true to like original Atari proportions? Like, should we make it 160 by 192, but maybe like scaled? Let's see, 160, let's like Maybe. Yeah, let's set the dimensions of the game to like Atari resolution times 4. Which will be 480 by 768. Mm. 480 768. Oh, that's the window size. Okay, so the level has different dimensions now. Or does it? No, it's updated. Okay. Okay, sure. Let's put a plane here. It's super tiny now. Let's make it bigger here. Like 4 times bigger. Wait, it's still super tiny. What the heck? Wait. Scene. Save all scenes. Why is it so tiny here and so big here? Huh? Isn't that weird? Oh, the scaling here. Wait, how big is this? 56 pixels. And how big is this here? Also 56. Oh, is it updated now? I think it is. All right. Wait, was it that big in original game? Also, we don't need to be like super... Wait, the screen proportions are like totally different. Maybe it was stretched on the actual TV screen. Maybe. Okay, so... Okay, let's make it like actually widescreen. How about we make it 1:80 by 720? Does it make sense to be that wide? Okay, I am making it square shaped. We can always change this later, so yeah. Let's stick with that for now. What are we doing? Create and animate a jet fighter. Screen will scroll vertically and the jet can move side to side. Okay. The player can accelerate or brake, which will change the vertical scrolling speed. Okay, so let's add a script to the player plane. Scripts, player plane. And we might want to reuse some things from, like, we can reuse that one. Wait, move toward. Will not go past 2. Okay. Okay, so this one has like a little bit of, or is it, maybe it's necessary to have this. Okay, I will just copy paste this. And we will see if that fits. If that fits our game. So we need to specify some actions now. Like move left or just left. Okay, and right. No. Okay, and if we assign the move left and move right action here, this should work. There we go. That's a little bit too fast. It would be too easy to hit the bank. Okay, what happens if I remove this? Oh, okay. It will just never stop. I see, I see. Oh, because we apply velocity and it keeps that velocity. Makes sense. Why do we use the velocity X here? Wait, oh, too many zeros. Does it feel right? Okay, we can always readjust this later. If it's too slow, we can fix that later. I'm not sure how to deal with that scrolling level. Like, we have two choices. We can have the plane like actually moving forward across the level, or we can have the level moving below the plane, which is similar to what we did with Flappy Bird, I think. Like, we had those pipes going from the side of the screen. But now we will be able to change the speed. Like, you can slow down and you can speed up. Okay, now I need to take a short break and we will think about that after the break. So yeah, be right back. Hello, I'm back. Yeah, I had to check. We have like president election today. We could vote today until 9 p.m. and they just announced like exit poll results. So yeah. Seems like we will be getting like a second round in 2 weeks because like the candidate needs to have like more than 50% votes, and that's like never happening here. Okay. So we have this and the river that accelerating and braking. Like at the moment, this will be just like a numerical value. Like nothing will be moving yet, I think. So we can try just having this like as a variable. Because I still have no idea how to tackle this. Not scenes, scripts. Like one thing that I have in mind, like we can generate the level, like the whole level from bridge to bridge, and just make it move down the screen. And after we get close to the bridge, we can generate another level. Like the thing is, we need to have like a checkpoint system, or we can also have like an array, right? So we can have like a riverbank here, and we can save this, right? Where everything is, and we can like render it on the fly. I will just maybe I don't know. We might try to. Also, I have no idea how to use tile maps, and that might be useful for this. So I'm a little bit not prepared for that. So basically, we might use like those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles and the road tile and the bridge tile. This might be like a basic building blocks for our level. So maybe we should start with just trying to draw something with those on like a static plane. Then we will improvise. So draw tile, I think it's called tile maps. Using tile maps. Tile set, tile map layer. Should have a tileset resource that is built into the tile map layer node. You will generally have multiple levels reusing the same tile set. This might turn into a lot of reading. Multiple tile map layer nodes when appropriate. Foreground tiles from background tiles can be like on different layers. Oh, collision enabled. So you can have like a sprite for the riverbank with collision enabled, and like sprite for other things with collisions disabled. Where do we even start? What the heck? Okay, let's add that tile map. Deprecated. Tile map layer. Tile map layer uses tile set, which contains list of tiles. Unlike the tile map node, which is deprecated, tile map layer has only one layer of tiles. You can use several tile map layers to achieve the same result as a tile map node. Let's go. Tile set. Quick load. No. Load. Okay. New tile set. Alright. Now what? Tile shape, tile size. Terrain layers. What in the world is this? Oh no. Rendering. Well, I think I will have to like read about that, because there is like no way that you can figure that out without some kind of tutorial. What the heck is this? This tile map's tile set has no tile source configured. Go to the tile set bottom panel to add one. Tile set bottom panel. New tile set. Jesus. This must be this one, right? Okay. Tile map layer. Using the tile map editor. Create a new tile map layer. We have this. Create new tile set resource. We have this. After creating the tile set resource, click the value to unfold it in inspector. Okay, time to follow the tutorial very closely. Okay. Why can't I make it bigger? Okay. There we go. The default tile shape is square. Oh, you can have isometric. Interesting. Or hexagon. That's cool. It has like built-in support for hexagons as well. Okay, but we will be using squares. Rendering UV clipping might be useful if you wish tiles to be clipped by their tile coordinates. I don't know. Atlas. Open the tileset panel at the bottom of the editor. Oh. Create. Drag the tilesheet image onto panel. Would you like to automatically create tiles in the Atlas? Yes. Okay, it's kind of broken. This will automatically create tiles according to the size. Parts of the tilesheet that are fully transparent. Okay. Choose the eraser if you have something that you don't want to have in Atlas. Okay. But this doesn't look good at all. Oh, there's also like separation. There's like 1 pixel separation. Margins. Okay, we are getting close here. This might take a while, but okay. Is it 32 by 32? No, not this one. Okay. All right. Okay, it's not square shaped. Wait, it's misaligned. It's okay. That sprite sheet kind of sucks, to be quite honest. It's 32 by 24. Wait, but this is only fine for those two. This is bad. How about this? Nah, now it's like totally broken. Yeah, it will not work. Paint. Okay, okay, you can paint with the tiles. That's nice. But seems like the sprite sheet that we have will need to have like each sprite defined separately. And I don't like this. Can we get another sprite sheet? Or maybe we can just use something like completely different. Maybe we can use that Kenney website, the same as they are using in in here, like something similar. There is this website called Kenei, and they have like a lot of nice assets, which should be put into a very well organized, you know, grid, like actual grid. Is it in textures? No. 2D. Let's see. Tiny Battle. Platformer. No. Could we use this? Let's see if we have something with like, you know, slopes. Maybe I'm already overcomplicating that. But I think I've seen some sprite sheet here with like nice diagonal. Oh, there's also a hexagon pack. But I'm kinda scared with using hexagonal shapes. Sounds like it requires some math to work with. This one has some edges. We might want to use this one. Yeah, it has some like simple edges. Okay. Let's download this one. And we will just see. Or maybe those will be better. I probably am already overcomplicating that. Or maybe candy shapes. But there are no like... Oh, we will have to rotate them, I think. Okay, let's use this one. So... let me add that. Oh, tile map. Tile map packed. Okay. See, here you have like separate tiles and already pre-made tile maps. Okay, so this one has separation like margins, and this one have no margins at all. Let's use this one. Can I unpack it here? Nice. Yes. That's very close to be accurate. Wait, do they provide information 21 by 21? Interesting sizes. Is it really 21 by 21? It is. Okay, it's fine. Looks like everything fits very nicely into that grid. Cool. Okay, anyway. We don't want to use this. Oh, now paint. How do I clear that? Okay, we can paint over it, but... Oh, that's the eraser. Nice. Tile map layer, physics layers, collision layer, layer 1. So, project settings, layer names, 2D physics. Layer 1 will be walls, or maybe player. Layer 2 will be walls. Layer 3 bullets, and yeah, that should be it for now. Okay, so we can actually paint something here. Rotate tile. What? Okay, how do you paint? Okay, this is way too complex to just guess how it works. We created a tile set. Can play actual scenes as tiles. And I just want to like draw some riverbank. Navigation support, navigation layer. Seems like there is a lot to learn. Light occlusion, no. You can quickly create a rectangle collision shape by pressing F. Hey. Oh boy. Why is it not drawing anything now? Whoa, there's a lot of errors here. Holy heck. Okay, let me clear all of that and see if there are like any new errors coming. Not really. Wow, now we have 400 errors. Oh boy. Cannot create tile. The tile is outside the texture, or tiles are already present in the space the tile would cover? Huh? Okay, we have some errors within the C++ code. Like we have empty screen. What do you mean? The tile is outside the texture. Oh, tile set. The tile set looks fine. Wait, do I use the tile set? Wait, what's this? Current Atlas source has tiles outside the texture. What heck? What do you mean with alternative tiles? Why did it put those weird tiles here? Okay, I accidentally removed the tile. Okay. Huh? Why is this here? Maybe we should redo this. No, don't create automatically. Make it 21 by 21. Okay. Are we making tiles now? I think there must be like a better way to do it. Eh? I am so confused. Wait, let me close this. Can I paint now? I can. Cool. All right. But we need to somehow there must be like an easy way. Create tiles in non-transparent. There we go. Okay, we have all the tiles now. Cool. We can also remove those. Is there anything here? Oh, there are some like little tiny bits of pixels here. Okay, so that's all good. I mean, we will only use like 5 of them, maybe. Okay. Tile map. Boom. All right. Okay, we got this. Also, can we make it like 4 times bigger by doing this? Great. All right. So we might try to what the heck do I want to do? Now the question is, can we somehow procedurally paint by using those? There should be a way, right? Wait, so if that plane will detect collisions on walls, does it mean that we will stop? No. Are these walls? Oh, they should be on that layer. Maybe we don't have collisions even. Yep. No, this should work with collisions, right? Oh, so how do we move that? There we go. Let's snap to grid. Nice. Okay, tile map. Heck. That's so confusing. Okay, let's remove those. How about we use... Wait, I want to have this rotated. I am like already complicating this. No. Undo. Okay. Something like this, and just pure ground. Is that the pure ground? No, that's different. Oh, that's the tile we want. Eh? What? Oh, we want to use this one. All right. What's the difference between... Oh, they have edges. Cool. There we go. So this is our river bank for now. Looks okay-ish. And misaligned at the same time. But it's fine. It's fine for now. How do we make it collide? Tile map layer. Tile set. Setup. No. It's a single layer, so it should be... Yeah, it's collision layer 2. And the plane should detect collision with walls. It should stop at the walls. But it doesn't. Slide on ceiling. Motion mode. Floating. Maybe we want to use floating? Grounded. Apply when motion of walls, ceiling and floor are relevant. In this mode, the body motion will react to slopes. Floating. Apply when there is no notion of floor or ceiling. All collisions will be reported as on wall. In this mode, when you slide, the speed will always be constant. This mode is suitable for top-down games. Perfect. It still doesn't collide. So go tile map layer collisions. Help. How the F do I add collision to my tiles? I've been looking everywhere for like an hour. I don't have my PC in front of me. Blah, blah, blah. Inside the tileset resource, you need to enable the desired collision layer under physics layers. We did that. Okay. Adding collision. Collision layer. What? Wait. Okay, we successfully created a basic tile set. That's right. It currently lacks any form of collision detection. Exactly. This means the player and other objects could walk straight through the floor or walls. This is what happens. 2D navigation, no. 2D lights. To be able to define collision, navigation, and occlusion shapes for each tile, you will need to create a physics, navigation, or occlusion layer for the tileset resource first. To do so, select the tilemap layer node, click the tileset property value in the inspector to edit it, and unfold physics layers and choose add element. Okay, tilemap layer, tileset, physics layers, add. Wait. Now we have two. We only need one, right? Physics material. Okay. If you also need navigation, so no. If you need light, no. After creating a physics layer, you have access to physics layer section in the tile set Atlas Inspector. Jesus. Tile set physics layer. Okay, there we go. Huh. Do I need to paint this for every single block? Are you kidding me? No way. No way I need to paint that for every single... No. I refuse to believe this. There's probably some way to generate... Let's read the document. You can quickly create a rectangle collision shape by pressing F when the tileset editor is focused. F. Do I really need to do that for every... Oh, I see. If you have that kind of tile, you might want to like edit it. Or that kind of tile. Okay, we will only be using some of those probably. F. So... That's fine. That's okay. We won't be using those. Yeah, we can just remove some edges. Okay. Yeah, let's just make it that way. But why is that collision shape smaller? Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so is this going to work now? It works. Okay, cool. That's what we wanted. We will be losing lives when you touch this anyway, so it's fine to have some leniency here. Like that kind of collision shape would also work nice if this was like a platformer game. Tile size is set to 60 by 60 in the tile map player. You are getting overdraw. Ah. Eh? Oh, this. Oh, okay. This has, oh, the texture region is 21. So if I set it to 21 now. Oh. Oh, nice. Okay. Do I want this though? It was working pretty well before. Okay. We can always like make the plane hitbox smaller. But yeah, good to know that there is also tile size here. Oh, so you can have like bigger texture than the actual tile size? Oh, so they can like overlap with each other, right? Wait, maybe this will mess up my... No, it's fine. Okay. Let's fix... I will only be using those, I think. All right. Okay, something is wrong. Oh, they shifted. Do I need to repaint that? No. Yeah. Okay, everything is broken now. Tile map. Is there like a selection tool? There is a rectangle, so that's nice. We can have... Oh! We can have this and this rotated. There we go. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, like that overlapping was... I think it was fine. I am overthinking. Okay, let's stick to this one, even though it looks kind of bad. What we want to do, I'm not sure if that's possible, should be. Is to somehow paint those tiles in code. I don't think I will find this that way. Draw. No. No, we need to like do some research. Custom metadata. Auto tiling. Terrains are more powerful auto tiles. This is a pretty robust system for tiles. Using tile maps. Okay, so we paint by using tile map. Okay. Dodo paint tile map using script, something like this. Programming the tile map in Godot. Oh. Look in the documentation for the tile map. There is a method called setCell and another called setCell v. Wait, we have time. There is no way that I can do that. Unable to write. Oh, the game is running. Kinda. Draw tile map with code and update terrains. No. They are creating the tile maps. How to place tiles with GDScript. Tile map setCell. Okay. But we are not using tile maps though. Are we? No. Tile maps are deprecated. Okay. Set. Oh, there is a setCell. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, let's try. Vector 2i, I don't know, 20 by 20. Does it use the grid system here? Source ID. Chords. Each tile of the tile set is identified using 3 parts. Source ID. How do I know what's the source ID? Atlas chords. Wait, every like only the first parameter is required. So let's see what will happen if I just call this. Wait, did I draw that here? Oh, it was already there. Okay. Maybe it's outside of, maybe it's like actually using the tile coordinates. Where does it start even? I think it starts here, right? No, it starts here. Oh, this is why it's misaligned. Jesus. This should be visible. I'm not even sure what the hell am I doing? If source ID is set to -1, Atlas chords to, I don't know, the cell will be erased. Okay. I will probably need to like watch some tutorials about all of that. Resource. Source ID. Let's see if I... No, this makes no sense to try doing it that way. Atlas coordinates. Okay, we can also try setting the Atlas coordinates to something, and it will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something from here. Where is it? I don't know what I'm doing. Layer ID is the ID of the layer. Cool. Position in tilemap is a vector 2i defining the position where to draw the tile. Okay. Wait, that's different. That's like from different class. Tilemap layer. Oh, we are looking at the same documentation that we've been looking before. Yep, that's the same. Paint a street. Okay, they are using the setCell function here. Got node 2D and 2 tilemap layer child nodes ground and street. Added a script to street to somehow later randomly paint streets on the map. But first I have to find out how to paint at all using code. Well, that's what we want to do. The code runs without issues but won't paint any tiles. Okay. I will try this. Wait, is this the same guy? No. Some randomization. Using tilemap grid coordinates. Had to use local to map. Local to map. What the heck is all of that? Grid map, tile map layer. Okay, what is local to map? It turns the map coordinates of the cell containing the given local position. If local position is global coordinates, consider using node D2. Using tile maps. But it's probably about using tile maps, yeah, by manually painting stuff. I mean, we can try to like manually paint the level first. So we can make it move. Because now I'm like pretty much stuck. Like I wanted to like have the code drawing this, but this might be a little bit too difficult for now. But at some point I would love to generate that. Once you re-add the tile with the matching aid, okay. Painting modes and tools. What the heck? Can specify paths. Whoa. Between tiles. Interesting. What do we do? Okay, let's try to like actually draw it manually. Okay, so let's remove the plane from the level. Let's call this like level 1. It doesn't really matter. And let's draw something. So wait, I think, oh. Yeah, something like this. Wait, how do we make it wider? Okay, this is overwhelming. No. Oh, this works. Nice. Nope. Okay. Okay, it is what it is, but yeah, you gotta start with something. Wait, why can't? Oh, that's why. Wait, what's the difference between? Aren't they the same? I mean, the texture is a bit different. Okay. Also, if I want to use those tiles, I would have to rotate them as well while generating. Okay. What the heck am I doing? Nope. Okay. And what we want to do is to try to like move the level below the player. And let's call it a game. Yeah, game. And let's put our little level here. Okay, and let's put the player plane as well. And yeah, we will just change the position of the level. Wait, where is the plane? Oh, that's not the main scene. The game should be the main scene. Game. Set as main scene. Okay. And now, but I don't think. Wait, the plane is not moving. We broke something. Oh, we need to specify the action names. Okay, let's specify them in the plane for now. So it will be like globally set. There we go. Oh, and then the collisions are not working anymore. Wait a second. The player plane should detect collisions with walls. Okay, now it works. Okay. So it's fine to use the left and the right in the plane, but with up and down, we want to like manipulate the level thingy. Right? but we want to like make the level move across the game scene. This is kind of weird. So we might want to have this in the game script. Okay. So we will be manipulating the vertical axis in a different way that we manipulate the horizontal one. Maybe we should make the level like the character, so it will like use the physics. We might be able to do that, right? Is it a good idea though? Does it even matter? Here we are using physics. Maybe we can add the script to a level. And like have it working the same way as the plane, but on the y-axis. How did they make the river raid on Atari? That must have been some insane code there. Accelerate. Add. And I read that on Atari you had like, I don't know, 8 bytes of memory. So you couldn't like use the sprites. Like if you look at the graphics, these were not sprites. They were basically just drawing pixels. And where you were drawing a game, you were basically like drawing lines in real time. So like, because you had like very limited memory, you were at one moment in time you were like drawing a single line, and that line could have been like multiple pixels wide or something. But yeah, that was some insane coding involved to make it work, because you couldn't do it like in a way that we are doing, like putting some blocks on the level. You had to draw it line by line. So yeah. Would be interesting to see how that code even looked like. Okay. Why are we accelerating with E? Okay. Cool. And I'm kind of tempted to use the physics process on a level to see what will happen. Yeah, let's just copy and paste everything. Okay. velocity y, and we don't want this to have here. Why? What is wrong? Velocity not declared in current scope. Oh, we need to change type to character. Okay, this will not end up well. I don't think you can actually do that way. This node has no shape, so it can't go. Okay, we cannot use the physics process, I'm afraid. How about we disable all of that and add some like we still cannot use the velocity? And they would have had it in a buffer and just offset where they start to draw from. You can draw a scrolling background with just 2 segments per direction into that buffer. It's a lot simpler than what you are trying to do. I'm not sure if I get what you were talking about. This offset where they start to draw from. Oh, so we can like if I have the game, so I can like change the offset right like that, right? We can try that, if you mean it that way. Scrolling background. Yeah, I am probably trying to do it the hard way. But I also want to have a way. I mean, I could also try to like generate an array with the level layout. No. And like try to draw that from the array. But like what I want to have is like the ability to, if the player dies, I would like to have, like, let's say they die here, I would like to like reset the level from checkpoint. I think I will have to do some research in my free time, because now I feel like I'm getting stuck. Like making a level the character body is not a good idea, most likely. That doesn't feel right. But okay, let me take a look at oh, we've been using action pressed, so I can just simply function Oh, there is also this function input. Have event action pressed. Like accelerate. Hmm. If. And with, I think with update, was it update? We can just like set the position of the level. Process. No, it's process. I will have to like think about that. Like plus equals delta times speed. You can just do a very long level for guard purposes. Modern CPU can handle that a few million times over, but older consoles games would have a screen plus border of tiles to scroll into view, and then just replace the border with new tiles when needed. Yep. And they probably also use like a pool of objects to like reuse the same assets. And they were probably only drawing the things that you can actually see on the screen. And in terms of like the Atari game, they probably have saved those very specific spots where the river gets wider or narrower, and they were just, when you like died, they just redraw everything from that place, right? Okay, let's see if that one like does anything. Oh, it's position. Okay, this works. Can we make it negative? You should be able to reverse that. Yep. I'm not very proud of that solution, but for now it looks fine. Like, we need to also do it when you hold up, it should like continuously accelerate. Your GPU also only draws what you can see. You get free screen clipping. Nice, that's good. Also, what I've learned is that Godot is actually caching what it already drawn. So if it drawn that kind of tile, it will just reuse the same pixels basically. So yeah, there is like a lot of optimizations going on in the background. So yeah, this is like maybe they just assume that, you know, people just want to paint the level, put the character, apply some physics, and have a game working, right? They don't need to worry about optimizing stuff, which is like very, oh, okay, this kind of works fine. Like if you would have to like make that kind of game with like only using some graphics library instead of the engine, then you would have to worry about a lot of things like that, right? Mm-hmm. I've also read today, I am reading that that the book called Game Programming Patterns, which is a great read, like even if you use the engine which does some of those things in the background, there are some like really interesting stuff. Like I was reading about data locality today, and I don't think you can achieve that data locality when you use the game engine, which like organizes memory for you. But basically the problem is like the processors are getting faster and faster, but memory is also getting faster, but at the much slower pace. So even though your processor can like perform a lot of operations per second, the problem often is that it needs to wait for the memory to load some data. And yeah, they're like explaining all of the things. Basically, if you organize your data in a way that the things that you will need next will be in the next bytes, there is a high chance that the processor will read a line of bytes once, and they will use that data for a few instructions. Like here, right? If it happens to load in like one fetch from the memory, there is a high chance that you could perform like 3 operations with one memory read. So yeah, they go into such a low level here. But yeah, it's an interesting read. Like they made an experiment. They're obviously not using any game engine. They're like doing things in C++. And like before optimizing that thingy, like here is like not optimized thing. Like when you like iterate each entity multiple times, like first you process AI, then you process physics for each entity, then you draw them. As a resident PS1 programmer, catch isn't really it can. You did some PS1 programming, that's cool. So yeah, I'm pretty new to everything game dev related. Like I've seen some game design videos, like Game Maker Toolkit and all that stuff. But yeah, like actually implementing something is new for me. So basically there's like a lot of reading here. And here there are like, instead of looping through every game object, they are looping like first through AI components of each game object. So after they are done with AI, like yeah, it's like basically things that Godot most likely do in the background. There might be that kind of optimizations. Like he said with his experiments, he was like getting 50 times faster thingies, like processing speed. But yeah, also if if you want to optimize like anything, you first need to profile, right? Like when you go into such a low level things, you shouldn't just be like, oh, you know what, I should be using the data locality here because I feel like this might be slow in that place. You need to like actually make some tests and see, okay, this is actually the place that has a problem. Okay, anyway. I feel like I'm dragging from actually doing something here. We also are getting, it's also getting a little bit late, so maybe we should stop at this today. Yeah, like I didn't expect the tiles to be so overwhelming. Like seems like that tile editor can be very, very, very powerful. Like if you actually spend some time on learning all of that stuff, you can probably just paint your level with different terrains, and you can like actually set in tile maps what kind of terrain is each one. So yeah, that's very interesting. But for our purposes, we only just need the collisions. And yeah, I will try to find a way to like procedurally generate that. But I think this will take so much time that I will try to make some research offline. So yeah. And I'm like we did something. It's like not much, but I'm tired. I knew this will be like a much more complicated game than Breakout. But yeah, I didn't expect it to be that complicated. Like maybe once we figure out that terrain generation thingy, like putting enemies and fuel tanks will not be that difficult. Also, I wonder, maybe we should be having some like data structure so we would know like, okay, like let's say a block at position this and this will be ground, and the block at this position will be water. So that way it would be easier to like spawn the enemies. So because we would know, okay, this block is not occupied. But we might also use the tile map for that. I don't know, maybe tile map is that kind of array. Yeah. Maybe. Where is it? Like you should be able to... Okay, let's see the documentation of tile map layer. It sounds like some kind of super fancy array of tiles. Get cell tile data with coordinates, tile data, terrain, ID of the terrain. From the terrain set that, oh, but we will then work with tile IDs. Like, it will probably look like, okay, give me that tile, and they will say, okay, it's tile number 67. And then we will have to know that, okay, if it's 67, then it's this tile. Okay, I will need to like design that thing before we continue doing that. Can we find like the River Raid source code from Atari? I mean, that won't be like super useful. Atari 8 forums. It isn't? River Raid still like copyrighted? Probably is. Like, it's Activision game. River Raid 260 source code. We might take a look at this. Oh, it's assembler. Oh no, that's probably a bad idea, but we probably won't be able to understand anything from it. File, open folder. Oh, but there's like a lot of documentation here. River is divided into levels, which are generated by random. Each level is divided into 16 blocks. The last block is the bridge. For each other block, a random ID is generated, which defines the shape of the river. The river is randomly generated with or without islands. Each block is 32 lines high and is divided into 2 zones. Those zones are necessary for the bridge only, because it is smaller than the whole block. Okay, there's like a lot of interesting reading. Like, even if I cannot understand the assembler code, obviously, we might get something out of, like, there is no way that I will understand any of that. But those comments sound interesting. So, yeah. Yeah, I will read those comments, and maybe it will help me like design the Godot version. Okay. So yeah, this is what we did today. It's like super basic. We don't even have like a camera moving, it's just that thingy moving below the plane. But yeah, it is something. It is something we can work with. Once I figure out how to like put those with the code, just pull out a datasheet. It wasn't that bad 30 years ago. Nowadays we got like thousands, millions maybe of uncommented instructions for x86. Don't know about ARM. Yeah, like the whole game is like is like, you know, like 4,000 lines. I'm not sure if you need both of those files. So yeah. Oh, you mean the PlayStation datasheet, right? So yeah, I will need to think about how to proceed with that, because I don't want to hand paint it by hand. But if you paint it by the script, you need to like at least have the exposition of the riverbank. The 6502 assembly one would be more useful here. I see. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today. Let's see if the credits are working. Okay, the credits are not working, so we will stay on that screen. And let me find someone to raid. So thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you Acrostel for your help and some like insights into the game dev thingies. Let's see who is online. Who should we raid? I don't know. Browse. Should we raid some game dev streamer? Maybe someone working with Godot too. Sometimes it's quite hard to find someone to rate, and if you look at the game dev software and game dev category, it's all like gray screens with code. I'm kinda scared to raid anyone. No, let's actually find someone. Maybe you have some raid suggestions. Random project in Rust. Is anyone doing Godot? Godot stuff.
A verb in the past tense.
Oh.
If something happens, so it has to be like an activity in the past tense.
Hmm.
MSG. Normally MSG.
Okay, I don't think I will raid anyone today. So sorry for keeping you waiting. Yeah, so everyone have a good one. I will try to prepare better for the next stream. I will need to do some like actual research, because this is getting very complicated. Like the difficulty has jumped significantly. We have like a difficulty spike now, but it's nice. We will actually learn something if we manage to overcome it. So yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bye bye.